BoDean 52, how are you folks? Today I'm going to talk about the 3 reasons if you're in the market for a touring motorcycle that I think you should consider the Road Glide Limited. America! So I am going to give you at least my 3, let's say 4 reasons that I would consider a Road Glide Limited if I was looking for a big touring model motorcycle. Now, this is just my opinion. Doesn't mean that everybody buys a Harley or everybody buys a Road Glide. This is just the 4 things, at least to me, are reasons to consider buying this motorcycle. Number 1. If you are truly going to use this motorcycle for not only even a daily or small trip, short trip, but you're going to use it to seriously tour and put some miles on, this, in my opinion, is the perfect bike. And here is why. Couple main reasons. The first of which is there is tons and tons and tons of room on this motorcycle to pack stuff, if that's what you want. You got 2 full saddlebags. You got a really big tour pack that's actually big enough to put in 2 full-face helmets. Not a lot if you're just putting those in, but 2 full-face helmets. If you ever want to tuck your helmet away, you know, for me, I have a bunch of motovlog gear all over my helmet, and, well, I trust people, you know, I lock it up anyway because there's, you know, $600, $700 on my helmet. So don't want to tempt people, so tucked away it doesn't. Also has a luggage rack on the back, so you could put something up there. I actually put a Rick Rack up there. One of those Rick Rack bags, and I got another bag. I actually went on a trip with my bride a year or 2 back in Kentucky and in Tennessee, and it actually was pretty loaded. I had that Rick Rack bag on the back, my wife on the back, and my wife's not a big person, but I'll tell you what, all that weight that was on the bike, I probably loaded it wrong. Man, when you're going 1 or 2 miles an hour, it was shaking, that's for sure. A buddy of mine actually took the Rick Rack bag home with him because his wife had brought the car on the trip and mailed it to me, which I am appreciative of because it was too much weight. But you could put tons and tons and tons of storage on this motorcycle. And if you ever need dairy due, you can all go right there. Focus, BoDean, focus. We're talking about the bike, dude. The second thing is there's plenty of storage up here. You got these 2 places here, 2 compartments that I just opened up and almost lost my park pass. But plenty of space for it. And this is like a sofa. I mean, it really is. This thing rides beautiful. Now, I've done some modifications if you're new to the channel to this bike, and I have a playlist of all that stuff you can look at if you want. But it is comfortable. Whether you're putting your foot up on the pegs, just kind of sitting back. My bride loves riding this motorcycle. And she was always fearful of taking long rides because she had some hip surgery a couple years ago. That's a story in itself. But the bike is awesome when it comes to long trips, touring, and one of the main reasons that I actually bought this bike. Number 2, you can get this motorcycle and keep it stock, and it's still fantastic. America. There's a lot of us that does modifications to our bikes to make it our own, or maybe get more performance or something. But this bike runs just as well as it is off the line. Don't kid yourself that you got to be that person that tries to get through here without running into anybody or in the back of anybody. You can get this bike now, and this is a 114. Wow, that'd be a big dog. You want to play with the big boys, you got to get a big dog. Focus, BoDean, focus. This is a 2021, and I've done a lot to it. If you follow the channel, you know that. But you could get this thing right out of the dealership and just be super fine with it. There's no doubt about that. You do not need to make modifications to this thing. You can go touring with it. You can do all the things that you really would like to do with this motorcycle, and don't make anybody talk you into anything. And I know we're all adults, so we make our own decisions, but don't be peer pressured or anything else into making changes that you really don't need to do. And if you buy a Road Glide Limited, I believe you actually don't need to make any. Alright, we're going to have a little interruption in the video for showing you how the life of a YouTuber really goes and how stupid BoDean 52 could be. Check this out. Tip of the day. If you were going to put an expensive camera on your motorcycle, you may want to make sure that it's secured properly. Number 3. This thing is a beast. For a 960-pound motorcycle. Now, I do have a stage 2 in this bike, so it is definitely quicker than stock for sure. But this thing is nimble. There is no doubt. There's plenty of videos I have showing me on some twisties. Once you get this bike up in the air, because it is heavy, so if you're looking for a bike that's easy to stand up, this may not be the right one, but once you get going, this thing rides itself, and it is a beast. You can get this thing going up as quick as you need to. Of course, we are all responsible riders, so we'd only do that to get out of danger or to get around a truck, or to, really make sure that we're continuing to keep ourselves safe. But if you happen to be one of those guys or gals that every now and then really want to get after it, this bike will do it. And the 4th reason to really consider a Road Glide Limited is because you can go to a dealership now and go in and look around and have total confidence that you're not going to buy another motorcycle.